In 1964, Beatlemania took the world by storm.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The Beatles were not that good. I feel like the Beach Boys was better. The Beach Boys was better. The Beach Boys was better, bro. Like the Beatles aren't that good, bro.
A concert
You know
ticket
how to get recognition?
set you back $390.
$390
In
a
2023,
ticket?
the Eras Tour by Taylor Swift drew many comparisons to the Beatles, yet her average ticket cost a staggering $1,088.56. Accounting for inflation, that Beatles ticket would cost $990 in today's dollars. That's still over a 10,000% increase in the cost of a concert ticket.
I'm not paying $1,000 just to see Taylor Swift mediocrely dance. She barely could dance and sing, bro. Like, I'm not paying that much for Taylor Swift. I have Taylor Swift at home, bro.
So what gives? There's lots to blame. Some say it's the artist's greed, others say it's Ticketmaster's fault for charging absurd fees. Yet in all of this,
$10K to see Taylor Swift?
somehow everyone seems to ignore the biggest culprit: Spotify. If you use the app, you might want to think twice before you renew your subscription, as you might be directly contributing to the death of music.
Ooh, hold on.
Streaming services have completely changed the way we listen to music. It's easier than ever to discover new songs and hear a wide variety of genres, all while paying a fraction of what we used to. That's great, but it's becoming clear that this business model doesn't work, and we are on the verge of the next musical revolution, with the listeners being the losers.
The next musical
To understand
revolution.
just how badly music has declined, you need to hop in a time machine and remember what music was really like before the internet took over. Pre-digital age, generally speaking.
I remember how music was like before the internet. Right, I may be 20 years old, but I was poor. I was poor. Now, mind you, this is when we had CDs, right? There was iPods, iPads, but shit, my nigga, all I had was a CD player, right? All I had was a CD player and what album? What album? Was it Tupac? No, it wasn't Tupac. Yeah, I think no. What album? I forgot, bruh. I forgot, but all I had was a CD player and an album of CDs and cassettes.
Music was more
Oh my god. My granddad car still has a cassette player. Like, this car is old, but he still has a cassette player, bruh.
personal. Your limited collection of cassettes or CDs helped express who you were or who you were trying to be. Your relationship with an artist grew deeper, not only with each album you bought, but over time by replaying them.
You like Huey Lewis on the news?
Sure, it's easy to be overly nostalgic, but some critics argue that Spotify, despite being marketed as a better way to discover music, has ironically resulted in a significantly worse experience. Like any other all-you-can-eat digital buffets, Spotify offers virtually unlimited choice and no commitment, which has led to music that often feels disposable, at no additional cost to find a new song, in an algorithm that constantly puts.
I'm not gonna lie to you, the amount of how do I explain it, bro? The amount of just junk songs. I'll say brain rot music, right? Like not good music. I'm gonna start calling them brain rot music. The amount of brain rot music that you can find on Spotify is crazy. Like, I wrote peanut butter on my cock. Yeah, I forgot that song. I'm not searching it up. Well, that song, brain rot,
pushes you to keep listening to new music. It's weakening the relationship you have with a single artist. How often do you listen to albums start to finish anymore? Instead, the focus has shifted to vibes, primarily through playlists, which often feels like the equivalent of taking similar scenes from movies and then combining them to make a new movie. The result? A movie that has a repetitive theme, yet no point. Spotify continues to encourage this kind of musical ADHD, even so far as having their artists partake in their TikTok-esque short-form video feeds.
What?
This is only the tip of the iceberg
Wait,
for
when the fuck did
Spotify's
Spotify drop that, bro? TikTok really ruined the internet. Now that I think about it.
Let's talk about the artist. Deep down, we all know Spotify's price is a little too good to be true.
Like $10.99.
While digital piracy certainly caused pressure on the industry to make music cheaper and more readily available,
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I used to in GTA. I used to go on MP3 on YouTube MP3 downloader as a kid, bro. I used to go on YouTube MP3 downloader, right, on my little Android Samsung Galaxy S3 and just download music from YouTube, bro. And Samsung had a built-in MP3 player, so it was easier to do that, bro. YouTube MP3 player, and bam, I always had the songs that I needed right there, like right where I need them. And I had an SD card filled with songs back when I was a kid, bro. Yo, why is this not turning on, bro? I gotta look for my other light, huh? I gotta look for my other light. Okay. Yeah, it's just not turning on. All right. I'm gonna just be dark.
Services like iTunes with their dollar per song model in hindsight seem to be a pretty fair solution for all parties. When compared, Spotify's emergence into the music market relied on removing users' ownership and centered on a business model of not fairly paying music artists. If calculated, artists get somewhere around 0.004 cents per stream.
That's 40 cents. That's 1 cent. That's, oh, wow. These niggas are making barely half a cent. Nah.
On paper, you might not think that's all that bad. A-list artists have billions of streams, and you'll often see articles about them earning tens of millions from Spotify. In reality, it's not that simple. Music rights are very complex, with many parties taking large chunks of that income, so ultimately, for many artists, the actual take-home pay is...
I'm not gonna lie to you, my stuff is not turning on. I cannot find my other ring light right now, bro. These niggas are barely game played.
nowhere near that figure.
In the streaming world, I can show you right now. They just sent me some from Spotify where I got 1 billion streams, right?
Artists have billions of streams. Artists have billions of streams, and you'll often see articles about them earning simple income.
What Snoop Dogg was saying?
Streaming world, I can show you right now. They just sent me some from Spotify where I got 1 billion streams, right? My publisher hit me. I said, break that down. How much money is that? That shit wasn't even $45,000. That's crazy.
In response to this abysmal pay, a growing number of mainstream artists like Justin Bieber and Bob Dylan have sold off their share of their song catalogs to investment firms. It's hard to blame them, especially as you get older, because it takes years for that streaming income to amount to anything worthwhile. These investment firms offer an easier alternative by giving decades worth of that expected income up front, yet it comes with some serious unintended consequences. Take it from Taylor Swift. Despite now being a billionaire and also having the most expensive concert tickets, she's also been one of the most outspoken against streaming services from the start. She even took her music off of Spotify in 2014. It's a shame Taylor's protest ended in 2017, as just a few years later, she
Hey guys, RentJPG here. Did you know that 85% of you guys aren't subscribed? What are you doing right now? Click that button and don't miss out on 2 to 3 videos a week. Let's get back into the video.
Beyonce
personally experienced what can happen when ownership of music rights falls into the wrong hands.
I'm just saying.
In her case,
but
the
yeah,
label that owned the
robbed.
rights to her master recordings were purchased by mega manager Scooter Braun, who had a history of bullying her. Because Scooter only owned the master recording, Taylor was able to fight back by re-recording her old music, thus creating a new copyright. This became known as
the Taylor version.
While the re-recording spared Taylor, typically artists sell their share of their publishing rights, in which case re-recording wouldn't solve anything.
Is that Tommy G?
You were the guy who said to Michael Jackson, you should get into publishing.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I love the irony.
And he bought all your songs.
Yeah.
And you've said to him, listen, I'll give you fair market value. Let me buy my songs. I want to own them. And he won't do it.
Michael Jackson's a dickhead for that. Is that Paul McCartney? Michael Jackson's a dickhead for that.
In which case, re-recording wouldn't solve anything.
You were the guy who said to Michael Jackson,
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Michael Jackson bought all my songs. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You should
It's
get
Michael
into
Jackson.
publishing.
Isn't that great?
Yeah,
Don't you
and-
love the irony?
And he bought
Is
all
that
your
dick
songs.
riding? I think that's
And you
dick
said to
riding.
him, listen, I'll give you fair market value. Let me buy my songs. I want to own them. And he
Okay.
won't do it.
For those artists that have sold
Ooh,
their
Whitney
rights, you
Houston.
can expect in the future that they will have
RP.
zero control
Red
over
Hot
how their
Chili
music
Peppers.
is played and
Is
distributed.
that Liam?
Their music would be commercialized in ways they would never approve of, like having Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit being the new Fortnite theme song, or Beyonce's Single Ladies being used in a Viagra commercial.
I have.
I have.
I have. Genital herpes.
Oh? Hold on.
Despite Taylor recognizing some
What the fuck?
I have.
or Beyonce's Single Ladies being used in a Viagra commercial.
I have.
I have.
I have. Genital herpes.
Yo. What the fuck?
Despite Taylor recognizing some of the issues Spotify was bringing to the music industry, she was able to protest given her extreme popularity.
Ugly ass, goosey third
Small
leg
artists
ass nigga.
don't have that luxury. One of the most common ways users justify Spotify's
Is that
bad
Sabrina
business
Carpenter?
is that although the artist doesn't make much on the platform, the exposure they get is worth it.
I mean,
They can point to tons of examples.
yeah, but in Lil Nas X situation, he was pushing that music. He was pushing that song every single day until it blew up. Like he was pushing Old Town Road every day, like until it became a meme. Like once that song became a meme, that's when he blew up.
Of small artists like Lil Nas X going viral partially because their music was on a platform that required few barriers to listen to. That's true.
I mean, bro, if Lil Nas X music was on SoundCloud or Apple Music, it'll be the
exposure
same
is really
thing.
only
Like
great when you're
he would have still blew up. Like if his music was on fucking YouTube, he would have blew up. I feel like the way thank you for like with how Lil Nas X, he even said it himself, bro. With how he was pushing that song would have blew up one way or the other, bro. It wasn't even because of him being easy. It wasn't because of the song being easily accessible. Like he was pushing that song every single fucking day.
starting off.
Thank you for the ride,
It doesn't
Harley.
pay the bills. Pre-internet, you could be a one-hit wonder like the Knack and make tens of millions before you even got on stage. The reason concerts used
Bro,
to
like CD sales used to be crazy. CD sales used to be crazy. Niggas were paying like $4 or $5 per CD. And if you're selling, hold on, Chad, let's do the math, right? If you're selling, hold on. If you're selling like Michael Jackson, first week, he sold over 1 million copies. The tape was $7.49. The cassette was $6.99 plus $7.49, right? I'll say even at the low end, right? He made $6 million, damn near $7 million. On the high end, which was $7.49, chat. He made $7 million. $7.5 million. And he sold 1 million copies. You know how much these rappers would have made if we still were selling CDs, bro? Michael Jackson made $7 million with just selling CDs and cassettes. And he sold 1 million copies. Bro. Like this nigga was breaded up, bro. He was breaded up.
be so much cheaper is because artists toured to promote their album sales, as that's where all the money was. Today, it's the complete opposite. Musicians of all sizes now make their entire living on the road, causing the extreme consequences.
Like musicians of all sizes make their savings on the road. I mean, their earnings on the road. And then on top of that, it's mostly merch sales. Ain't nobody in 2024 buying a CD of Yeet. I'm not gonna sit down and buy a Yeet CD. Fuck, I look like 40. I'm not buying no Yeet CD, bro. Like what?
Concert ticket costs. It's also extremely exhausting. And for non-A-listers, often it's not even all that profitable.
to break even or face that. Damn, I feel bad for Lord. Her music fire though. I got pee. I love the acting. And then on top of that, bro, with how predatory these record companies are, like, you see why these rappers are trying to make all this money to just to get out their, I mean, how do I describe it? Like, most rappers are trying to get out their deals. Like, after a year of them being popular and they realize how bad the deal is, now it's time to get out their deal. Youngboy did it. Kodak did it. I'm naming every rapper that signed to Atlantic. Youngboy did it. Kodak did it. Right? Like, it's not even to break even or face debt. It's to get out their deal. Like, they will give you a 3-record deal and they expect you to sell. They expect you to make $10 million off that record.
If only Spotify stopped here at killing the artist, but sadly, it's much worse than that. Spotify is ruining the creativity of music.
That too. I noticed with the underground scene, a lot of these rappers sound the same. Me and Lance were talking about this, bro.
Probably heard complaints that many new trending songs all kind of sound the same.
Yep.
In the era of Spotify, this is not only true,
and
but
OEP
actually
was hard,
intentional.
bro. I didn't listen to this
Artists of
OEPs
all
yet.
genres are now crafting their music to fit a specific formula dictated by Spotify's algorithms. Now, when structuring a new song,
Intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, outro. Yeah, that's how it is, bro. That's every Rod Wave song. That's every Rod Wave song ever. That's every Rod Wave song ever. That's every Rod Wave song ever.
virtually all artists must ensure that 2 crucial considerations are met. To count as a stream, a song has to be played for at least 30 seconds, and if it's played in its entirety, the algorithm will be more likely to recommend it. That alone has changed music forever.
Wait, what?
Recommend it. And if it's played in its entirety, the algorithm will be more likely to recommend it.
So this is why niggas be botting. That's why people be botting. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. I see why people be botting now.
That alone has changed music forever. To ensure their song is not skipped, choruses are appearing earlier and more frequently, while the song duration is getting shorter and is less likely to take creative risk. Artists will also fill their albums with a lot more songs, all in the hopes that that will equate to securing more spots on.
A lot more songs? I think artists are, bro, I be listening to like 10 song albums, bro. Like, artists are not filling their shit with a lot more songs.
On playlists. Ironically, while playlists are a main attraction
and
to
songs are getting
Spotify,
shorter.
it's also their biggest flaw. One of the biggest issues is that major music labels are essentially bribing the algorithm by utilizing Spotify's own promotion tools. The core of Spotify's recommendation algorithm is based on collaborative filtering, which is really just a fancy term for pattern recognition. Once paid promotions are added to the mix, these patterns start to lose any kind of fairness. Consider 2 hypothetical groups of Spotify listeners, Group A
rap
and
songs
Group...
to suggest? Oh my God, bro. Let's go back, bro. Let's see a popular rap songs. Let me see.
Consider 2 hypothetical...
First Day Out, Joey Badass. That's T Grizzly. Okay. Jocelyn Flowers. Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When you put a song on shuffle, not even on Spotify, even on Apple Music, when you put a song on shuffle on Apple Music, because that's what I use the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Groups of Spotify listeners. Group A and Group
6,
B, both identified
7.
as rap music enthusiasts.
All these songs get played on shuffle for some reason. I don't want to hear these songs, bro.
By Spotify's data. Using previous feedback from similar users, Spotify filters their millions of tracks down to a list of popular rap songs they might suggest to Group A. From this list, users in Group A receive unique recommendations that are tailored to their own tastes. However, they are all presented with the same promoted song, God's Plan, by the artist Drake.
Like, bro, that
Despite
shit's
users
annoying.
in Group A having
Ruby Rose posted chat. Ruby Rose posted chat. I'll just say that.
somewhat varied preferences, the majority of Group A listens to and enjoys the
Like,
promoted
bro,
Drake song.
Yo, there's a like, I have a limit to listening to God's plan every time I put on some goddamn Tyler the Creator. Not even Tyler the Creator. I could put somebody who makes a totally different type of rap style than Drake, like Nino Paid, right? I could put on some Nino Paid, right? Just, bro, I could hold on, bro. I could put some shit like this, right? I could put some shit like this. Put it on shuffle. After a while, bro, I mean, their shuffling got better. But bro, if this was on Apple Music, after a while, bro, all you'll hear is Drake. I'm not trying to hear Drake, nigga. I'm trying to hear some nigga talk about getting money and killing niggas. Like, bro, I get tired, bro. I'm not trying to listen to God's plan, bro. I want to hear some more kill, nigga. I'm trying to be ignorant. I get tired of that shit.
But watch what happens with Group B, despite not being exposed to any paid promotions. Because Drake's song was previously promoted, Spotify collected an overwhelming amount of data on that one song, mostly with positive feedback from the users in Group A. This will now cause Spotify to likely place God's Plan and other Drake songs on its filtered list of potential tracks they would recommend to other rap enthusiasts.
Bro, like, it gets so bad that sometimes you have to genuinely click on the little 3 dots and press, do we have them not interested? Remove from queue. Like it gets that bad, bro.
Users in Group B still get their own unique recommendations, but they're being recommended songs from a list that has been
Eminem,
artificially biased towards Drake and other
Gucci,
similar
Travis
artists.
Scott,
Seriously, this promotion feedback loop happens all the time. Perhaps most obvious when Drake's Scorpion album was released in 2018. His face was inescapable, and the songs were in playlists that didn't even make sense, like
bro,
Best of British.
Like, bro, what the fuck does Drake have to
Inescapable, and the
do with Hot Hits UK?
Songs were in playlists that didn't even make
sense,
like Best of British.
What? You're Canadian, you're Jewish, and you're half, you know, it's just like mind-blowing things.
All right.
Although Spotify's terms of service does not allow direct payment for music to be placed on playlists, their promotional tools are designed to do that anyways. Small artists with no budget for promotion and significantly less streams simply do not have as much data for Spotify to find patterns with, resulting in them being drowned out by the ones that do. This is a big reason why artists from the big 3 music labels continue to dominate popular playlists like New Music Friday, Rap Caviar, and Pop Rising. It's not like these big artists are producing better music than the little guys. It's all a game of data points, and it's been abused through artificial popularity bias.
No, you know, I worked too hard. I worked way too friggin' hard.
Slap me mad right
A lot of people
I'm gonna massage you mad. I'm gonna massage you mad later.
really hard for their dreams, but it's not meant for everybody.
That's why you use
It's not
auto-tune
meant.
and I don't.
Oh,
Actually,
It really seems like Spotify wants the little guy to fail. Beyond offering promotion tools that objectively
oh my God, Rio! My fault. Bro, he isn't sliding. Bro, my. Like, I'm starting, the more and more he types, I'm starting to think that he's aided.
skews the fairness of recommendations, they also have Discovery Mode, a pay-for-play model where artists can
Discovery Mode put me on to 178 new songs this month.
boost their chances of being recommended only if they agree to give up an additional 30% of their Spotify income. This puts small artists in a no-win situation.
Bro, I don't know what
They
to
can't
tell
afford
you,
to lose
gang.
any more of their already terrible streaming revenue that they depend on,
81.
yet they also can't afford to opt out of the Discovery Mode program as they risk being overshadowed by those who do participate. As a final FU to the small artists, they even implemented a recent rule change that songs now must achieve 1,000 plays within 12
Yo, Lens, bro. I'm gonna give you mod the day I'm able to pay mods. I want you to be a paid mod. I want you to be a paid mod.
Months before any royalties are paid,
1,000
diverting an
streams in
estimated
12
40
months?
million from small artists to big ones.
Hey, Bart.
Ouch.
Small artists get less money.
While playlists being dominated by big artists is pretty annoying and unfair, you might
Watch this. Hold on, Lance. Watch this. Yo, is that crazy though? Like that's crazy though. That's crazy. Talking a little too wild. Calm down. I'm talking a little too wild, bro. He talking a little too wild, bro. He talking a little too wild, bro. He talking a little too wild, bro. Like if he gets annoying, like I already know who I'm a mod.
have noticed another phenomenon occurring. Playlists are also becoming increasingly driven by moods and activities rather than...
Yo, their moods and activity playlists fucking suck, right? I went on their sad playlist. Hold on, I said sad playlist. Oh my god, I just made myself sound like a bitch. I went on there, let's see. I'm gonna be your best mod that don't edit. Bro, what is you babbling about? Bro, nigga, we're watching a video, my nigga. Like, damn. I went on, let's see one of their moods. Jump back in. I went on their chill playlist. And bro, I'm not trying to listen to goddamn A Cold Sunday by Lil Yachty. It's a good song. Restart
focusing
the app.
on a particular artist. Whether it's high BPM tunes for workouts or mellow tracks.
Actually, let me check their workout. Yo, chat. In their workout playlist, they have thick of it. Hell nah.
Cooking, Spotify seems to have conveniently organized songs for every scenario. That's pretty great, right?
I'm cool off them.
Well, it could have been until Spotify executives realized there were 400,000 user-generated barbecue playlists. So what do? They picked up the phone and started calling barbecue companies.
Look, they want you to come to a barbecue. Just hear them out.
Journalist Liz Pelly authored Big Moon Machine, an article about how Spotify pursues emotional surveillance and manipulation for profit. Liz argues that Spotify's push to these playlists is deceptive, as the real reason to define audiences by their moods was part of a strategic
push. Link right quick. I'm about to peep the link, bro. Like, bro, what's the point of ban evading, bro? You're gonna get him banned in a month. Just wait.
Push to grow Spotify's advertising business in the years leading up to its IPO. Spotify is really just an ad company in disguise.
Hold on. This playlist kind of good though.
In fact, Spotify's founders never even worked in the music industry before founding the company in 2006. They both came from advertising technology.
That's crazy.
Since acquiring the music data firm EchoNest in 2014, Spotify has utilized its data tools to analyze the context in which listening was occurring. By 2016, they began sharing their mood-based data with leading marketing firms as they proved just how easy it is to influence listeners with emotionally targeted ads. In Spotify Ad Studio, brands can target any mood or activity from commute to girls' night out.
So like, my face is in like half the screen. My fault. My face is in half the screen. So like, say for example, right? This is a crazy idea, but say for example, I bought a Spotify ad to promote the JPG brand, and then we say it's a chill stream. You think niggas are gonna click and watch? That would be a crazy idea, bro. That would be a crazy idea. Bitch choke on a biscuit.
Their extensive research on users' habits are
this.
proudly marketed by the motto, "You are what you stream."
You are what you
Their
stream.
case studies suggest that companies can masterfully exploit Spotify's data to craft extremely targeted ads. For example, Coca-Cola, promoting their Open Happiness campaign, could utilize Spotify's data to identify users in a bad mood and gradually expose them to more uplifting music. When these users' moods improved, Coke ads would be presented, linking positive feelings with their products. Sounds crazy, but this strategy is so effective that Coca-Cola has since launched their own music label, creating original songs trained on your data.
Yeah, I'm just not signing up. I'm just not signing up for that Coca-Cola music deal, bro. Fuck, I look like making a song about drinking soda. I'm just not signing up for that shit, bro. I'm not signing up for that shit.
All just to get you buying more soda.
Them niggas got
Maybe
me.
the real question we should be asking ourselves is, what has Spotify actually accomplished? Yes, it did help make music cheaper and probably suggested some music you ended up really enjoying, but did we ever consider the true cost? Their advertising strategy caused many to now treat music as a consumable mood enhancer. Artists were robbed of their income, which caused live performances to cost 10,000 times more, all while a few major labels took even more control over the industry.
R.I.P. Freddie Mercury.
Somehow, despite all this, Spotify has never turned an annual profit.
God damn. They're 2009, negative 18%. Is that percent? I don't understand what this is. Oh, negative 18 million? These niggas went negative $1 billion in 2017. These niggas are going... They turned up negative $1 billion in 2017. You see? This is what happened. This is what happens when you're greedy. Stop being greedy. Stop being fucking greedy. This is what happened. Negative 18 million, negative 28 million. Bro, negative 45 million. This shit more than doubled from 2010. Negative 83 million, negative 63, negative 188 million, negative 230 million, 530 million, $1 billion, $1 billion, negative $1 billion. And they still haven't fully recovered.
Something is bound to change. Currently, the platform's main cost is compensating artists for billions of streams, and its profitability will always be challenged by Apple Music, which has far more resources at their disposal.
This is why Apple Music is the best way to listen to music. Yes, it's bad for new artists, right? Discoverability. Apple Music is really the Twitch of the music world, right? I'll compare SoundCloud. I compare SoundCloud to YouTube, right? Spotify to goddamn Rumble or Kick or shit. Hold on. Spotify to TikTok, right? Spotify to TikTok, and Apple Music is like the Twitch of the music world, right? Once you get big, you get paid a lot. Apple Music is the Twitch of the music world. SoundCloud is the YouTube of the music world, in my opinion. And Spotify is goddamn
Spotify
TikTok.
can only operate for so long without breaking a profit, yet Apple Music doesn't ever have to, as its true purpose is to encourage user loyalty to the greater Apple ecosystem. Spotify does have one last trick up its sleeve, though. They can embrace a whole new
AI-generated music. Yeah, that's when you lose me. That's when you lose me. The minute I hear Kanye West not talking about some crazy shit with and I find out it's AI generated, that's when you lose me. That's when you're gonna fucking lose me. The minute I hear Isaiah teasing talking about how the government is good, and it's AI, that's when you lose me. The minute I hear shit, I'm thinking about smaller artists. The minute I hear any one of my Florida artists sing about God, that's when you lose me, bro. That's when AI generated music is
Era
crazy.
of music. The rise of AI in music production is starting to suggest a future where paying artists might become obsolete. With AI-generated tracks already being mistaken for the real thing, and artists selling the rights to investment firms, it's not far-fetched to think that some will sell their vocal likeness as well. This is the next music revolution, and it's happening.
It's crazy because I could hear the audio. I could hear what she's saying. Hold on, chat. I know y'all could hear what she's saying in this, bro.
Selling
AI
the rights to
takeover
investment firms, it's not far-fetched to think that some will sell their vocal likeness as well. This is the next music revolution, and it's happening way sooner than you think. In time, as artificial intelligence
he's getting too freaky with the robot.
begins to produce music that is indiscernible
Freak Bo, calm down,
from their
Jimmy
human
Fallon?
counterparts, Spotify's
Freak Bo,
financial concerns will
calm
quickly
down.
disappear. No longer will they need to pay artists at all. Their users have conveniently been conditioned to treat music as background noise, to pay little attention to a single artist, and convinced that music discovery is a burden that requires immense technological intervention.
Of all the things I should be able to do myself. Right? How pathetic is that?
Perhaps now is the time to take back control from our algorithmic overlords. For some, that may be by joining the vinyl revival or returning to way of piracy.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't care what you say. Ari, matey, nigga, I'm a pirate till I die. I don't pirate. YouTube, I do not promote pirating. I do not pirate anything, YouTube and Twitch. I'm not a pirate. I'm not a pirate.
If you choose to remain on Spotify, remember that you don't own your music. So at the very least, you should be fighting to own control of what you listen to. Now, and especially in the future, artists both big and small will genuinely need your support.
Trying to give
Remember,
me neck,
an author's work is meant to be
Bro.
read cover to cover.
Yo, I knew it was over. Look, I'm gonna keep pausing at the end. I knew it was over when Kai Cenat was getting paid way more than some of the biggest and hottest rappers. I knew it was over for the music industry. These niggas are cooked.
Collectively, with our music today, we often fall victim to the urge to skip between chapters. Step outside your comfort zone. Commit to letting an artist tell their entire story.
What band this is? I know it's a 90s R&B band.
And you might be surprised what you discover on your own.
I'm robbing
Otherwise,
that munchkin when I see him. Oh,
keep listening to a bunch of ones and zeros. Eventually, you'll become one yourself. Sometimes, to make real progress, you have to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Welcome back to the pop-up.
W.